Go ahead.
Now let me tell y'all the story of the legend of Keradol Kanathon. Ages ago, the whole of this mountain range was tyrannized by an ancient dragon by the name of Eisenvarg. Powerful could change its chromatic disposition at will, and with each passing winter, Eisenvarg's influence grew stronger, threatening not only the sea life of the snow mountains, but the entirety of the world, as this wind channels of these peaks could spread its malevolent dragon madness far and wide. But a young wood elf ranger named Keradol Kanathon ventured to this very spot, compelled by his visitors by the gods. And he challenged Eisenvarg to a duel to the fate of the realm. Eisenvarg, living testament to unchecked power, and his hubris gleefully accepted, even giving the young ranger a free shot. It wasn't until Keradol drew his weapon that Eisenvarg realized the folly of their decision.
Dan, would you like to keep going?
Well, why was it a folly?
I look around to see if my audience is wrapped.
The elf is listening to you. Her eyes are wide as saucers as she's got her hand up to her face a little bit, and she's like, somebody gets it.
Sansi's just like sitting on the ground in front of you, looking up, like a little kid looking up, like wide-eyed, like, continue telling a story, head in her hands.
I oh so gently nudge the cap that's sitting in front of me with my foot a little bit as I like kind of cross my legs to continue the story.
She drops 5 silver in it.
Do you see the next section in your journal?
Yep. Keradol inherited
leaning up against the wall, just face palmed.
I'm still strumming my lute along with it too, like creating this music somehow. Keradol had inherited a sacred oath bow, passed down through his bloodline for millennia, blessed by the various Seldarine, so that it would grew in magical power commensurate in its intended target. As Keradol loosened the bolts of pure righteousness, Eisenvarg took to the skies, dodging the arrow's initial flight. But the dragon was caught unawares when the arrow curved back around in a feat of arcane archery that pierced through the beast's back with a thunderous crack, heard round the world. Yeah, yes, that's right.
You guys can see that, right?
Next, Eisenvarg was dead before she even crashed into the canyon below, and Keradol said a prayer at the dragon's resting place, cleansing the area of Eisenvarg's maddening influence, and changing the very form of the dragon's corpse to the Dragon Tears River as we know it today. That's the tale of that there. Tale of the legend of Keradol Kanathon.
The elf is teared up, very happy. Just, yes! Perfect! I'm so glad it made the story has traveled to wherever you hail from.
Oh, I travel far and wide. I know quite a few stories that a lot of people don't.
You guys saw those pictures and shit, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't know if that closed it for everyone.
You're a professional storyteller.
These stories are so good!
Here, you read it. I've never had anyone read this to me. And she hands you the ornately, well-kept scroll, very gingerly. Furls it out to you. Now you should see another entry in the journal.
I love that this is all just Darndle gets to tell us stories, the game. I support this 1,000%.
Looks like this is an extension on the legend of Keradol Kanathon. Keradol Kanathon. So Eisenvarg was doing what she do, flying around and breathing ice fire and shit. When my man Kay show up like a big-ass dragon ain't no thing. He walked right up to here, and she landed to take a shit or something. He was like, wait, who wrote this here thing? That's not what he was like. I'm honestly asking. Anyway, he was like, bitch, you gotta calm your ass down with this ice breath bullshit. It's already cold as fuck up here. And she was like, who the fuck you talking about, motherfucker? I'm running this shit here. I keep it as cold as a motherfucker. Keradol stepped back for a minute and then just broke her off of some slick shit like, "Damn, girl, your voice sexy as hell. I came to you and kind of hard, and I apologize. Let me make it up to you. What you doing later?" And she started smiling like, "Shut up. You're cute. I'm probably just eating some motherfucking laters." And he was like, "Well, shit. Let me take you out to the Sizzler. They got that Friday night all-you-can-eat buffet, girl, and we're gonna get it poppin'." And she was like, "Shit, we get it poppin' right here." And no joke, she straight up turned into a fine-ass Halle Berry-looking dime piece, and my man Kay was like, "That's what's up." They got busy right there in the snow. I saw it. Kay gave me the thumbs up, and he was blowing out that back. She saw me too and just smiled. That girl nasty. So they got a place. There in the snow. I saw it all. Kay gave me a thumbs up when he was blowing out that back. She gave me a thumbs up. Oh yeah, that's I just read. So they got a little place down in Crenshaw. Raised some kids and that shit. They doing good. And now some motherfuckers out there trying to say my man Kay was out from a forest, trying to woodwash his shit. Nah, my man was straight up drow, and she was white dragon. Some people still don't like that shit, but they can go fuck themselves. Signed, High Mage Imperator of the Deluxian Arcane Constitute, Deep Fawn Jenkins.
I have no idea anything of what you just said, child.
That mouth is so foul.
Nunny's face gets bright red, and she just like. It's so tawdry.